even get to cross.
What's up, everybody? I'm Matt here with TheShredGuys, and today we have the 2014 K2 Worldwide Weapon. For a decade, this board has been setting the stage for how progressional jib and park boards should be designed. This board features a twin shape, just like all park boards should, and a centered stance, making it ideal for throwing switch tricks in and out of jumps and off the rails. From K2, this board is a freestyle baseline. This means 80% of this board is completely flat, right underneath your feet. The other 20% in the tip and tails is all rocker. A huge thing about this board is the progressive side cut. The progressive side cut gives you the most amount of effective edge possible from a board this size, and it also makes this board extremely forgiving. So when you're throwing off those huge kickers doing crazy tricks, you're not going to have to worry about a sketchy landing ruining your whole ride. It's going to help you out and you're going to land better with this board. The W1 core in this board is a solid wood laminate that K2 has been working on for a while now, and it delivers the most amount of flex, pop, and durability they have to offer with this base. The base actually is extruded, which means it is extremely durable and easy to maintain. So when you're in the park throwing tricks, riding around, you're not going to have to worry about your base getting all screwed up just because you landed wrong on a rail, a log, or anything else you can find to have fun with. One of my favorite things about this board is the jib tip. The jib tip allows you to ride a board 5 centimeters smaller than what you're used to, giving you a lot more control and stability when you're throwing tricks like flips, spins, and butters. Now, top it all off, K2 added a P-Tex top and an awesome graphic front and back on this board. Now let's see how it performs with its flex, and let's do a flex test. Alright, we're going to start this flex test off by just doing a basic back and forth rocking motion. And you can already tell just me moving my body back and forth is already giving this board some nice flex. Now I'll put a little bit more muscle into it, and we're going to flex it before the binding. And it doesn't have as much. It still has a really great amount of flexibility. But where the flex really comes for your butters is right here. When you flex it after the binding, getting it in that tip and tail. We're looking at this here. This would be awesome. Cruising in the park with this amount of flex. I can't imagine. I can't wait to get this board out there this winter. Screw around with it. Now, another huge thing is torsional flexing. And this board, it is super comfy. This torsional flex is really stable. I'm loving how it feels. And these tips and tails, they're just stiff enough where you're not going to wipe out off too big of a booter if you hit it. I really think this is the perfect amount of stability in a board along with flex. Now, max flex, this thing goes crazy. We can get this thing way up here with that max amount of flex, and that's what it looks like. There you have it. So, now that we've gone over all the technical aspects of this board and did the flex test, which was extremely nice to get the feel of how this board flexed, you guys could see that. It had some great flex in the tip and tail, but they were also just stiff enough where you're not going to wipe out and they're not going to collapse beneath you when you hit those big kickers in the park. So, rider in mind, if you want to stay in the park all day, you're new to riding, park, jibs, all that, this is definitely the board for you. Even if you've been in the park for a year or two now and you're still perfecting tricks, this is definitely a board you would want and look into. Now, contradictory to that, if you're riding POW, you're taking those extreme slopes, this is not the board you want. This board just doesn't have the stability and style to handle those extreme slopes. I mean, you could take it in some all-mountain riding. I think that would be very fun, finding some natural jibs and tricks to hang out around in the mountain. But if you're riding hardcore lines, this is definitely not what you want. But for $300 online, this board's definitely a great buy. And I'm Matt from TheShredGuys. Don't forget to subscribe below, and I'll see you next time.